Hey everybody, what's going on? Baru here, back inside of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Got another race for you all, so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Now, I'm really not going to do too much in the way of commentating the actual run here, as I did this one without any actual voice to it, so I just kind of went, so it'll be playing in the background. I kind of wanted to talk to you all about my Isaac content and what I want to do with it after Balls of Steel is actually over. Now, what ended up happening is I did my race against Steak last night, actually, and I'm going to have that video going up later today because of the way I have to capture it and render it out, and the fact that it's, you know, 2 matches, 3 matches, 5 matches, 18 matches, 20 matches. It takes a while to find where I need to actually cut and paste all of that. Plus, I have to manually capture it and all that. So it'll take a little bit before that can actually go live. But it will be live later today. But after my race with Steak, I'm really starting to enjoy the Binding of Isaac more and more each and every time that I play this game. Honestly, it's something that I can play even in the offline hours when my cast is over. And I've been hearing a lot of, well, hearing a lot of requests for certain guides for the Binding of Isaac. Now, I've been trying to think of how exactly I could go about doing this, and I want to gauge general interest for the Binding of Isaac. As you all know, I'm a very informative person. I like spreading information. I like going into the details of things and telling you how you can unlock stuff, what's the best synergies, what you can look out for, how you can break this game. And I'm curious, are people interested in videos like that, and how would it be best formatted? If I was to do a game-breaking run, there's a lot of steps that can really go into it. Is it something that I should just record a game-breaking run and show you how to get every single item in the game? Or rather, just show you the steps of what you're going to have to look for and hope that you can actually pull it off? I'm kind of curious as to how exactly that information is best distributed. Sure, people have... there are some guides out on YouTube already for a lot of these different things. There's the wiki. Some of the wiki is a little bit not right. It is a little bit not right. I've actually been learning a lot from the Balls of Steel racers, and there's a little bit of information that's just not quite correct. But I've been thinking about making a few more guides, and I'm curious how you all would like this. And do you even want this? I gotta say, with the Rebirth, or rather Afterbirth update coming out, they're going to be doing a daily, which means there'll be a daily that I can do each and every day, and I want to make that Isaac daily content for you all each and every day, because being able to play the same seed with you all, well, it'll be a different seed every day, but I'll be able to play that seed with you all. I feel it could be an interesting experience, and something I could do each and every day with my Isaac content. So I'm hoping that's something that you all might be interested in once that Afterbirth DLC actually goes live. And I do want to make a couple of guides for Afterbirth as well. I know a lot of people have been asking, like, how can I get Skeleton Key? How can I get Missing No? How can I get basically all of these super rare items that you need in order to unlock, the true Platinum God? How can I unlock the Lost? Is the Lost even, like, how can I beat the Lost? Any tips for the Lost? Things like that. And that's something I kind of want to work on while I wait for the Afterbirth DLC, and it's something I can really put together. Now, the reason I kind of throw this out there is because I've basically done the same thing with Borderlands. I've done Borderlands to death. I've literally covered everything. That's why my Borderlands content has kind of come to a halt, as I'm really run out of ideas of what exactly there's left to cover. I can make legendary guides, but, we kind of already know where they're all from. There's really not much I can really say about a legendary guide. I'm still going to finish them. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to finish them eventually, maybe, at some point in time, between now and never. Man, that just sounds great, doesn't it? But I'm definitely going to finish those. But I'm kind of on a block of what exactly to do for Borderlands. Now, I will have my consistent content with Borderlands, I will be doing the QFC. I will be finishing that up. People seem to really enjoy that series. And I've been meaning to ask, would you rather, for the QSC, I only record once a week. So I'm kind of curious, would you all rather have one large episode that's around 5 hours or so, or would you rather, you know, multiple 1-hour videos spread across the entire week? So that way you can have, you know, daily content and a little bit, so, you know, something easier, a little bit manageable. If nothing happens in the episode, you can kind of skip over it, rather than, you know, having a giant 4-hour block, and if you miss anything cool, then it's kind of stuck in there. So I'm kind of curious what you all want to see have happen there. I love Borderlands, like I said. I'm just running out of things to really do for it, but I do enjoy it. And as far as Isaac content is concerned, I do want to do more for that as well. So talking about the run here, we are on God Rooms, unfortunately, and I decided to pick up Bob's Brain because at this point, honestly, I was just like, you know what? Let's just become the Bob transformation. Let's just pick up Bob's Brain. Let's pick up his curse. Maybe we'll find his head later. I don't know. But anyway, I see the scapular right there, and I'm really thinking about whether or not I want to take that scapular. The reason I think about it is because the scapular can basically give you pseudo immortality if you have an orbital to go along with it. Unfortunately, I have no orbital, so I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take it. I'm going to take the Dead Dove, which will give you Flight and Spectral Tears. Now, Spectral Tears is really nice, especially for proptosis, so that way your larger tear size won't get caught up on things like rocks or anything of that. And because my damage is so low, the Bob's Brain is actually not that bad of a pickup, because it's going to allow me to clear rooms just a little bit faster. And I've got so much health. Like, I've got all these red heart containers that I really just don't give a damn whether or not I take damage. I know a lot of people, like, comment on my taking damage, and I will say, and I do want to comment on this since it does get brought up a lot, I do take a lot of damage. You know, I have said, I'm not the best dodger in Isaac. But the way I typically play is if I need to dodge, if I absolutely have to, I will. But otherwise, I like being as aggressive as I usually can and making sure that my shots land, rather than worrying about not taking any damage. Yeah, that usually sometimes, well, actually, I wouldn't say usually, I am able to get away with it. It's sort of my style of play. I like being as aggressive as I can, and as long as I don't risk my double deal, which since I have a goat head, well, I'm not going to be risking it all that much, then it's fine. And we're all good. Plus, Bob's Brain, I'm going to get hit anyway. I might as well just accept that fact. The only thing that's really saving this run is the fact that I got a goat head. Because had I not gotten the goat head, I don't know if this run would have really gone anywhere. Because being on God Rooms and not having guaranteed deals, and the fact that I would have to actually be careful, because I don't think I've really seen too many soul hearts in this run. I don't know. I don't know how this run would have panned out had the goat head not shown up. But then again, that's like saying any run that, you know, that's your starter item. Like, what if that hadn't shown up? What if this hadn't shown up? I'm definitely thankful that I picked up the Bob's Brain now, because Mask of Infamy is probably one of my more infuriating bosses to try and fight. And because I have the Bob's Brain and the actual Bob's Curse bombs, and I try and use the tower card right there to get a little bit of damage in, I'm actually able to damage this guy just a little bit with the actual brain itself, so that's really nice. But yeah, I know a lot of people watch my videos. You know, I don't mean to like throw things around there, but I know quite a few people watch my videos on Isaac, and they do enjoy them. And to those who do watch, thank you. Those who watch me for Borderlands, I will be making more content for it, so do not worry. I don't think I should abandon it just yet. There's a little bit more left to be done in there. But I would like your opinion on how you would like this new content for Isaac sort of formatted. I really do value your opinion. Even though I don't have time to respond to all of the comments that I get on YouTube, I take many hours out of every day to look at all the comments that I get. Twitch messages, YouTube comments, and whether or not you hit me up on Twitter. You know, I take time to read all that. Even though people think I might ignore it, trust me, I see everything you send. Every little thing. All your little comments. I'm everywhere. Oh yeah. I'm right behind you right now. Reading your comment. Okay, that's just getting creepy. Let's stop. Anyway, so I tried to avoid the large room. So far, this is not going that well. I don't know why I try to avoid the large room. I just do. And there's not even a shop, a cursed room, a challenge room, an item room, anything. There's literally nothing in that entire section of the map. It's just all one giant dead end, and I hate that. Ugh. But yeah, be sure to leave your feedback on how you would like that distributed to you. I like making this content. Isaac has been a breath of fresh air to me, and honestly, I gotta say the community is pretty awesome as well. I like to, you know, I don't want to just run into a community and just blah blah blah. For lack of better words, blah blah blah. Yep, that's. See, I am great. I am great at wording things, but you know, I don't know why, but I always manage to just unlock a random lockbox at some point. Thankfully, I don't think I'm even gonna need that key. Probably gonna need that key, but hey, whatever. Oh, say, there we go. See, we got Bob's rotten head. So now I've got his brain, his head, his curse, his everything. I am all becoming Bob. And just in case I run out of bombs, let's get the bomb bag too, because I need more bombs to become more Bob and more everything. Can I at least get sad bombs? Because sad bombs and Bob's brain are actually a really awesome combination that I would love to show off, because what a sand bomb does, it'll shoot your tears in every direction whenever you place a bomb, and any bomb effect like that you get on Bob's brain, or rather you get, will transfer to Bob's brain rather. So I would have sad bomb effects, which is awesome. There's also a really neat way that you can have like 7 Bob's brains at once. So even if you have like no damage, you can force just like 8,000 Bob's brains. It's actually kind of hilarious when you think about it. It's actually kind of funny. I might show that off as well. There's just a lot of things that I want to show off. So we have our second angel room here. This is going to be our second to last god room, and well, I mean we can get one on womb, but hey, there's Godhead. Well, there we go. It's going to be on our... all we're going to have is Womb 1. We can get one on Womb 2, but I don't really... You're only going to get to reroll one item, so if a Devil Deal does pop up after you get a big hitter, so like Sacred Heart, Godhead, anything like that, the Mind, if you get any of those, I really don't see the point of pushing for any more of it. You've already got one. That's more than enough to finish out the run here. So, and there's a lot of things in the Devil Deal pool that I've yet to see, although that Devil Deal pool, I haven't actually like done any sort of draining for it. So yeah, the only thing I would really want inside of the Devil Deal pool, honestly, at this point, because I have so much health, I don't want Judas' Shadow. It would ruin my health situation. Like, I like having this much health because I can take damage and not care. Like that. I can just take damage. It doesn't matter to me. If I have the health to expend, why not be aggressive? Has always been my standpoint. Yeah, you have to account for, you know, taking damage inside of the chest and things like that, but I've been able to no hit the chest. And we actually... So, fun fact about that Tears Down, since I want to go over that real quick. So that Tears Down is actually a Tears Up for me right now, because the Small Rock has a Tears Up hidden effect on it, but it doesn't apply until after you get another Tears effect, either up or down. So because the Tears Up from the Small Rock is larger than the Tears Down pill, my tears actually are higher. Because logic. I think I'm actually capped. I think I have capped tear rate. I'm not entirely sure. I probably do. But yeah. There's a lot of things in the Devil Deal pool. All I would really want is Death's Touch. Judas' Shadow would ruin my health situation. I don't want to do that. There's a ton of useless babies. I got the only good baby that's good at this point. Little Brim, honestly, at this point would do next to nothing for me, because like he does 30 damage. To put that in perspective, Isaac has 2,000 health. Little Brim is that item that gets you to the depths. I feel like it's that item that'll get you in the depths. It'll help you clear womb, but it's not gonna win the cathedral or the chest for you, not by a long shot. Yeah, it does a good amount of damage, but if you can get best friends forever with it, which doubles his damage, then yeah, you can use him. But in its current state, I wouldn't want him at this point. But we do get to get the Rotten Baby in there. And the Rotten Baby is awesome with our current build because his fly will be based off my damage, which with Proptosis will be assuming I got like a point blank hit, which is really awesome. And infinite keys. I honestly thought about going into that curse room as well, but because I have 0 pieces of guppy, honestly, there's only one thing I'm gonna actually want to pull out of there, and got another head. There's only one thing I'm going to want to pull out of there, and that is going to be the Pact. And the chance of that being in there is very slim. So I don't want to waste time and lose a heart for something that will probably not happen, is the best way that I look at it. And I am going to make sure that I get at least 4 keys before going into Cathedral. I kind of lucked into them. I don't like backtracking, so I kind of just wait for them to fall in front of me before I take them. With the way my build is right now, I really don't need too much. Godhead is doing more than enough damage for me. You want to actually try and curve your shots when you're firing with the Godhead if you don't have piercing. The reason is because your aura does more damage than your actual tier. So as long as you can keep that aura on them without actually hitting them with your tier, then you're golden. Which is why piercing with Godhead is ridiculous, and Death's Touch is probably the best upgrade to go with it. You can clear the game with just Death's Touch Godhead, like nothing else. It's the only 2 items you need, and beyond that, you can win. I mean, take a look at it. We don't really have too much damage outside of Proptosis. In fact, that's Proptosis and Jesus Juice are our only damage. Okay, we also have Small Rock. Those are our only damage ups. So we have 1.5 damage. That's nothing. And I've started to like the Cursed Eye. It's a tears up no matter how slow or how fast your tears are. It's a tears up. If you can get that pacing just right, then it is a good item. As you can see, I can fire my tears just a little bit faster once I get that rhythm down. The only downside is the rhythm is going to completely be based on whatever your tier rate is. So you need to really figure it out quickly. But I get the hang of it pretty fast. The downside of the Cursed Eye is that, 1, you have to spam. You can't just hold down the trigger. 2, if you get hit while you're firing a tier, you will teleport to a random location on the map. So it's good, but you can't get hit while using it. And this is one of those items that once I get it, I'll stop getting hit, you know? And that right there, like that little bit, this is where I started like picking up the pace as to what exactly I needed to be doing with my Cursed Eye. But this is what I mean by, like, if I need to not get hit, I won't get hit. If I need to do it, I'll do it. So I love the Cursed Eye in that aspect, which makes me really like the it makes me really like the other thing, Cursed Eye with Quad Shot or Cursed Eye with Polyphemus. But that's going to be the run for you all. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for future videos, and be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below about what we talked about today. I'm looking forward to your feedback, and I'll catch you all in the next one, everybody. Later.